I'll get to it.
Letter number 3. By the way, Mookie Wilson is mad at me.
Mookie Wilson?
I know, he's nuts. I had a dream about Mookie Wilson last
No.
night. Dear Dave, why are there so many talk shows on TV this season? Just wondering, Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. So many talk shows. Gee, I didn't know. Are there a lot of talk shows on? So many talk shows. What is that?
I don't know. It was a mistake. It was just an accident.
Listen, we don't want anything upsetting, Mr. Miller. Get the hell up there.
Let me go take care of that. Jeez.
Morty, what is this about talk shows? It says here that there's so many talk shows.
No.
But it says right there's so many talk shows.
Everything's the same. It's just you and Johnny.
Me and Johnny. Right.
Even Merv's gone. Nothing's changed.
Merv's gone.
Merv is gone.
Merv's not coming back, is he?
The guy is a nut. You and Johnny.
Just the same. Me and Johnny.
Everything is.
And Merv's not coming back.
You and Johnny.
Oh, great. Thank you. The guy's probably a crackpot or something.
He's crazy.
Okay, great.
You
Okay.
and Johnny.
Me and Johnny. Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Okay, great. Thank you. Me and Johnny. Oh, boy. That kind of gave me a start there. That did. Continuation of 3 here. We better nail that as well. Okay, before we bring out our guests, let's answer our viewer mail. Here we go. Actual letters from actual viewers. This is starting to snow already. Oh, my God. The haunting and lovely viewer mail theme written by Henry Mancini, performed and executed by Paul Schaefer and the band. Letter number 1. Dear Dave, week after week it seems as though Paul becomes more and more like Ed McMahon. By that I mean that more and more he seems to laugh at jokes that aren't very funny and, in general, just seems to suck up a lot more. Do you or Paul have any comment? Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. Well, geez, Dave, I don't know about that. Paul, what do you think of this letter? I'm sorry, Paul, what about this letter? Did you see this?
I'm sorry, I was just getting some work done over here.
All right. Thank you very much, envelope glue breath.
What an audience, eh?
Paul, a word of advice when doing Ed McMahon, don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it, McMahon. Less is more with Ed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Letter number 2. Dear Dave, how come you're always using staff members to play the parts in your sketches? Can't you afford to hire real actors? Or are you just cheap? Between plays, Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. Dave must be an actor, it says here, yes. Between plays. Yes, I'm so happy I fired off those bells. Just now the crew is wading through them for the rest of the night. Sounds like we're elf-laden, doesn't it? Turn on the elf gas. Anyway, it's a good question. Why do we use staff members in our little sketches? For your answer, I'd like to turn you over now to the president of NBC Entertainment, Mr. Brandon Tartikoff. Brandon?
Hello, I'm Brandon Tartikoff. The reason Late Night uses a lot of staff members for bit parts on the show is simply because there's usually someone on staff who's just perfect for any given role. The fact that staff members get paid extra when they manage to weasel their way in front of the camera has nothing to do with it. So, in conclusion, Dave from Sacramento, why don't you just mind your own damn business?
Biff Henderson, one of our stage managers. So, at midnight Sunday, you wake up and you turn that clock right back. Turn it back to 11 o'clock, or else Monday, when you get to work, all of your appointments will be screwed up.
Is it Sunday, is it midnight Sunday, or is it midnight
You
Saturday?
know, as far as I'm concerned, hey, there are no prizes for the right answer, all right? As far as I'm concerned, you can turn your clocks back now.
All right, yeah.
I haven't done this in years. I just stopped doing this years ago. It was too hard for me.
You just keep your watch set the same
right.
hour no matter what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, assisting me tonight in the presentation of our viewer mail is the Puma 206 Access Robotic Arm. Here it goes. Please say hello if you will. Well, we forgot to load the robotic arm because I have right here the viewer mail, so the damn arm won't be assisting us at all. Oh. But let me tell you something about this robotic arm. I like the robotic arm so much, I bought the company. Letter number 1. See, and now the damn arm would hand me the... Well,
normally it would hand it to you.
Yeah, see, it would hand it like this. Letter number 1. But there it goes, picks one up. Oh, that's cruel. You're fooling the robotic arm. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brenda.
$6,200. I'm holding the damn cards right here in my own arm. We have a $6,000 robotic arm. It's empty. My own arm right here has the cards. Letter number 1. Dear Dave, now that you're famous, it must be hard to go out in public. Do you ever wear any disguises when you go out? This comes to us from Dave Nelson. He writes often from Sacramento, California. Disguises when I go out. You bet I do, Dave, but just so folks can spot me when I go out disguised, I'm going to show you what I look like when I'm all made up. Here you go. And I tell you what you do. When you see me out there like this, just come right up to me and give me a big wet kiss on the forehead. And then if you like, you can spend the rest of the day following me around. The days are numbered for the robotic arm.
$62,000.
6,200. Did I say 62,000? I may have. Letter number 2. Thanks. Letter number 3. It's some of that heavy-duty carpet. Long-wearing, durable carpet.
A little heavier than you thought.
Letter number 3. We've done letter number 3. Let's give letter number 3 a decent day. Huh? Am I up to 4? Dear Dave, now that you're famous... Are we doing 4? Mm-hmm. Now that you're famous... Now that you're famous, it must be hard to go out in public. Do you wear any disguises when you go out? Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. No, Dave, I don't consider myself to be all of that famous, so I don't need to wear disguises when I go out. But, on the other hand, come to think of what happened last weekend, maybe I really should start wearing some kind of disguise.
All right, ma'am, which one was it that was walking around without any pants?
That one right there. The one that looks like Regis.
When you analyze that, you'll realize that what that was me doing this. All right, let's... Listerine. Let's do a commercial, and when we come back, we'll begin the big program. Thanks for joining us tonight. Dear Dave, letter number 2 begins, do the dumb people sit in the front or in the back? Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. Some concerned audience members. Do the dumb people sit in the front or the back? I tell you what, let's check the tape. Brian, roll the videotape. We'll check that. Oh, there it is. Dumb guys up front. That's the way that works. number 4. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hang on to yourselves. Get ready for real TV entertainment. Letter number 4. What time is it? Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. Dave, the question, what time is it? What time is it? It's time for Dalmatians. Turn them loose, boys. Here they come. We'll be right back with Michael McKeon. Thanks for joining us, folks. You know what we do every Friday night, kids? We answer actual letters from actual viewers. Here we go, actual viewer mail. Letter number 1. Dear Dave, with NBC you get a peacock. Which bird do you expect to get with CBS? Oh. This comes to us from our old friend Dave Nelson in Sacramento, California. Gee, you know, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the CBS mascot is. The peacock, of course, is the mascot here at NBC, and the, well, we had something. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the CBS mascot. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That's some kind of a prairie dog or a groundhog or some kind of a gopher. I don't know. Cute little thing, oh, is it?
I've never seen an animal like that before.
That's pretty darn. I don't mind that.
Interesting animal.
Yeah. Okay. Letter. Here we go. Letter number 2. Let's see. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, when it comes time to move to CBS, will you hire a professional moving company? Or will you just pressure a bunch of friends into helping you haul the stuff down the street? Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. You know, it's funny you should send this letter in, Dave. This is a good question. And I have figured out a way to make this move simple and fun for everybody. Here, watch this. Turn him loose, boys. Here we go. This is how we're moving all of our stuff to CBS.
Sarah Lee cheesecake. I want that cheesecake. I must have the cheesecake. Cheesecake, stop running away. I must have the cheesecake. You look so creamy and delicious. Cheesecake, I'm so hungry for cheesecake. Hey, cheesecake.
You know, that's the sad thing is he ain't pretending.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful program. We're going to do a commercial, and when we come back, Paul Reisel will join us. Nice to see you. That's either snow or there's been another asbestos explosion. You just never know. Hey, I got an idea. Since it is snowing, since it's Wednesday night, since it's almost the end of the year, what do you say we open up the old CBS Mailbag? Paul, here we go, the old CBS. Thank you very much. Here we have an actual letter from an actual home viewer, ladies and gentlemen, and if it weren't, would I be able to do this? Here we go. The letter begins, Dear Dave, all those businesses in your neighborhood that you keep visiting. Oh, he's talking about all of the friends that we've made since we've been at the new theater here on Broadway. Muji Bar and Sierra Jewel, the pizza place, the copy place, the tuxedo place, the bagel place, Hello Deli around the corner. the flash dancers, the strip club across the street. Anyway, those are what this question is about. All those businesses in your neighborhood that you keep visiting, you're not forcing them to pay protection money, are you? This comes to us from an old friend of ours, Dave Nelson, Sacramento, California. No. No. Of course, I don't make any local businesses pay protection money, Dave. That's an interesting thought. You know, but there is one thing, there's one neighbor that we really kind of like pretty well. It's Rupert, the guy who runs Hello Deli, just around the corner, just outside the building here. And since we moved into the theater, Rupert and I, well, we do have kind of an understanding. Just an understanding. In fact, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here, cover me, Paul. I'll be right back. Excuse me. How's that leg? You gonna be all right? Yeah, what'd you do? Oh, skiing or something? Gunshot? Be careful. Hello, man. This is a lovely wrap. I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, Rupert, how you doing?
Hey,
nice
Dave,
to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Hey,
Year.
do me a favor.
Yes.
What's the soup of the day?
Dave Chowder.
Hey, look, it is! 16 weeks in a row. Nice going. Thanks, Rupert. We'll see you, buddy. Bye-bye.
What a jackass.
All right, bye-bye. There, we're gonna do a commercial, kids. We'll be right back there with Bonnie Hunt. Nice to see you.